Good morning. I'm Andy Myers at Weiss Research.
I'm Jen Amos, and this is your morning market alert for Wednesday, May 4th. Stock futures are holding steady as investors digest another wave of corporate earnings. One sector likely to get a lot of attention today is media. Time Warner reported a drop in first quarter profit, but its results were better than expected, and the company said adjusted earnings for the full year will top last year's numbers. Time Warner is set to open slightly lower, but shares of CBS are jumping more than 5%. After yesterday's closing bell, the television network said it swung to a profit that was well above analyst estimates. CBS also said it will double its quarterly dividend to 10 cents a share. And Comcast is rising 2.5% in the pre-market. First quarter profit at the country's biggest cable operator rose 9%, helped by strong demand for its video and broadband services, and solid results from NBC Universal.
Another big name out with earnings this morning is Anheuser-Busch InBev. The brewer's first quarter net income doubled, while adjusted earnings rose 30%. But sales increased more slowly than expected, sending the stock down more than 2% in the U.S. and Brussels. Another big stock decliner is Las Vegas Sands, tumbling nearly 8% right now. The casino operator's first quarter earnings missed estimates, despite a 58% jump in revenue. And First Solar is also falling sharply this morning, down more than 7%. Its profit fell 33% on lower selling prices and higher expenses. Following the results, Breen Murray cut its price target on the stock. Investors are also digesting results from MetLife, Prudential, News Corp, MGM Resorts, and Kellogg. We'll tell you which of those stocks are moving the most after the opening bell.
We also have a couple big M&A stories to tell you about this morning. ConAgra Foods is offering to buy Ralcorp Holdings for $4.9 billion in cash, plus the assumption of $2.5 billion in debt. The offer is worth $86 per share, a nearly 32% premium over Ralcorp's closing price on March 21st. That was just before ConAgra sent an initial cash and stock bid to the company. Shares of Ralcorp are jumping more than 6% on the news of the new offer, and ConAgra is set to open slightly lower. Meanwhile, in the semiconductor sector, Applied Materials is buying chip equipment maker Varian for about $4.9 billion. That represents a 55% premium to Varian's closing price on Tuesday and 38% above its 30-day average price. Right now, both Varian and Applied Materials are rising about 2%.
Finally, some economic data could move the markets today. Automatic Data Processing reported that private sector employers added 179,000 jobs last month, 20,000 fewer than in March. And outplacement firm Challenger Gray & Christmas said that about 36,500 workers were laid off, about 5,000 fewer than expected. We're also waiting on the Institute for Supply Management's reading on the services sector of the economy, due out at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The data come ahead of Friday's closely watched government employment report. Economists expect it to show an increase of about 185,000 non-farm payrolls in April, and the unemployment rate likely held steady at 8.8%. That's the latest from Weiss Research. We'll be back after the opening bell with all the market reaction.